Bicycling is a fun, healthy, and reliable way to get around. Each year, more people take advantage of the benefits biking has to offer. This enjoyable activity can help ease congestion, reduce air pollution, save you money, and is good exercise.
Hello, I'm Officer Jim Caton with the Greensboro Police Department's Community Resource Team. Whether you've been riding for years or just starting out, practicing a few tips can make your ride pleasant and safe. Before you get on your bike, you want to make sure that it's ready to ride by doing the ABC Quick Check. This will ensure a safe ride.
A is for air. Check to make sure your tires are properly inflated to the pressure listed on the tire. You also want to check for wear and tear damage to the tire. If you find any cuts or places where the cords are showing, then it's time to replace the tire. B is for brakes. Check to make sure your brakes are working properly. You should have at least space for your thumb between the brake lever and the handlebars when you pull. If your brake lever reaches the handlebars, don't ride and get your brakes checked or replaced. C is for crank, chain, and cogs. Your chain should look like metal and not rusty or coated with gunk. After cleaning, you should always re-lube and wipe the chain clean. Lube should be on the inside, not the outside of the chain. The gears in the back are called the cogs, and they should be as clean as your chain. Turn your cranks backwards to make sure the chain runs freely over the cogs. Quick is for quick release. Make sure your tires are tightened and secure. If you have a quick release seat, make sure that is secure before you ride. The check part of the ABC Quick Check is to check over the rest of your bike. Make sure your handlebars are secure, there aren't any missing spokes, and you adjust your seat to a height comfortable enough for you to enjoy your ride.
Now that you've completed your ABC Quick Check, there are a few important pieces of equipment that you will need before you begin your ride. The first is a helmet.
Helmets are a very important part to keeping you safe while you ride. The purpose of a helmet is to minimize or prevent head injuries. Helmets may reduce the risk of head injury by as much as 85%. You want to find a helmet that fits. A properly fitted helmet sits comfortably on top of your head, not tipped back, with about 2 fingers width between your eyebrows and the front of the helmet. Straps should be joined under each ear at the jaw, and the buckle should be snug with room to breathe.
Next, you should make sure you have lights for night riding.
When riding at night, it is extremely important that you use a white front light and a red rear light. Not only is it the law, but it will help keep you visible to passing motorists who share the road.
Lastly, remember to see and be seen. Think bright on the bike. Wear bright colors and reflective clothing so that motorists can see you at any time during the day. There are several types of pavement markings that mean different things. We will show you how to identify the markings and define their meanings.
A bike lane is a portion of the roadway that has been designated by stripes, signs, and bicycle pavement markings for the exclusive use of bicyclists. Parking is always prohibited in a bike lane. Parking may be allowed on shoulders where there are only edge lines. An edge line separates the shoulder from the roadway. The shoulder may be used by bicyclists and may also be used for parking. A wide outside lane is a travel lane that is at least 14 feet wide. It will typically allow a car to pass a bicycle in the lane without having to cross the center line. Remember to always give at least 3 feet of space when passing. Most single lane roadways have no shoulder and are not wide enough to pass a bicycle without driving into the oncoming lane. Multiple lane roadways allow cars to pass in the other travel lane. These roads tend to have higher speed limits, so additional caution is necessary when overtaking a bicycle. Sharrows are shared lane markings which designate the correct location of bicycles in the travel lane. It helps to ensure bikes stay away from the door zone, where there is on-street parking, and serves as a reminder to motorists that bikes will be using the full lane.
Bicycles in North Carolina are considered vehicles. If you're riding on the road, you need to follow the rules of the road. Here are some safety tips for bicyclists and motorists in sharing the road.
When you approach an intersection, you want to position your bike here. By doing so, you will activate the signal detector. Signal detectors are sensitive enough to be activated by a typical steel or aluminum frame bicycle. All traffic laws apply to bicyclists. Stop at red lights. Yield right of way. Signal when turning. And ride the road in the same direction of traffic. For motorists, you should look for bicyclists before turning and before opening doors. Don't assume that a rider will ride as far to the right as possible. Good cyclists ride about 3 feet from the edge of the road, which makes them more visible to motorists and gives them space to maneuver around road hazards. As a cyclist, you always want to be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you watch for cars backing out of driveways, as they may not initially see you. Also, be extremely careful when crossing over railroad tracks. Never cross the tracks when the lights are flashing or the gates come down.
Securing your bicycle is important. If you do not properly secure your bicycle, it can become damaged or stolen. Bike racks are a great way to secure your bicycle.
There are many different types of bike racks, but the key thing to remember is that you want your bike to have 2 points of contact with the bike rack. GTA Bus Service also provides bike racks on the front of their buses.
While bicycling off-road may be fun, we want you to be safe in doing so. Here are some important tips to keep in mind while riding off-road.
Do not ride on any hiking trails. Closed trails are off limits for a reason, plus riding off-limit trails is illegal. Do not ride in the mud. Riding on muddy trails can cause unnecessary trail widening and erosion that may lead to long-lasting damage. Stay on the trail. Do not intentionally ride off the trail, as it can cause damage to the ecosystem. Also, share the trail with other trail users and pass with care. Always remember, bikers should yield to hikers and runners. Be sure to observe city rules and ordinances. They are posted for all trail users to follow and obey.
Bicycling is fun. We want you to continue to enjoy your cycling experience. As a quick reminder, please remember to check over your bicycle. Make sure you have lights, wear bright clothing, and wear a helmet. I'm alive today because I was wearing my helmet. We want you to be prepared and to enjoy your riding experience. I'm Jim Caton of the Greensboro Police Department. Ride safe.